Hi, today is 30th July 2021. My name is Shantur Prashant Tumme. Our today's video topic is HashMap and TreeMap in collection framework. So as we have already seen linked list in collection framework, now we will see the further topics HashMap and TreeMap in collection framework. As we have already seen, array don't have the authority to increase and decrease the length of the length of the array. First, already if the size the length of the array is defined, we cannot change the length of the array in runtime, and only in runtime, sorry. So we have to just decide the size already in compile time only. After when as we already decide the size, we cannot change in runtime. So these authorities given by the collection framework, which is the advanced version of Java. So linked list, collection framework, linked list, hash map, tree map, and tree. These are the these and so on are many types are types of uh, collection framework in Java. So collection framework was introduced for this reason, that arrays to control the limitations of array, to reduce the limitations of array. So HashMap, as the name suggests, HashMap is the mapping of hash code in Java. So which it's basically use the mapping of hash codes. So as if there is a one user, and there is a program, if the user is continuously giving the numbers that one put this number 1 2 3 4 and so on, as per his requirement. So he is asking the Java or JVM to enter this number in the to enter or input these numbers in the array. So this there is if the user doesn't know the limitation of array, the user doesn't know the how many numbers he will add, so he does actually he don't want to give the limitation, or he don't want to decide the length of that array. So here the hash map and collection frameworks are used. Basically hashmap is used to map the is used by it internally uses the hash code to map the objects. So as we have seen in linked list, that objects are created to map the array and to create the array. Once the object is created, we can store the number. So here if I want to store the value as well as the number, so as well number as well as the alphabetical name. So in hash map, what's happened, the hash code is compared with the input. If user enter 100 values in the array, but he want the 90th number or the 90th value, that 90th number have which name. So when the user gives as a input 90th number, and JVM compare that object with the 90th number, so it compares the hash code of it. When the when the objects and object are compared, we cannot compare the object. So when we compare the object, the result is hash code. So these hash codes are compared in the hash mapping, and the result of that 90th number, for example the 90th number, the Pune is stored. So here the when hash maps in hash mapping, the numbers are when the number is input by the customer or the user, so the objects are compared, and the objects are compared with respect to hash code. So this hash code is compared. When the hash code matches, the uh, output of JVM is Pune. So this is the all about hash map. And what is TreeMap? TreeMap is same as a hash code, but it's the input of that number is in tree. For example, if I enter the object, if I enter the number, or if I want to input the number 100, so it will create the first object and it will put that number into first object, and with the first object it will store the name or anything as a string also. So for example, at the 100 number I have stored Pune. So 100 number Pune. If I input the number 150, so it will compare in TreeMap. What happens, it will compare the first number, that 150 is smaller than 100 or greater than 100. If smaller than 100, it will input as in left side, or if greater than 100, it will enter in the right side. So 150 is greater, so it will store the 100 element in the right side. So actually it will create a branch like structure. So 100, then here 150, then here 90, then 9. If I enter the number 80, so it will compare the number with 100. It is smaller, then it will go to left. It will see if the object is at the left of the 100 is null or what. So it will, if then it not null, it will go to 90th number. It will go to that object. It will compare the number 80 with 90 if 80 is smaller than 100 or greater than 100. So greater than 90 or smaller than 90. So if smaller than 90, it will put the number at left side. So it will actually give the tree like structure, one by one at left side, one by one at right side. So main branch will be our first object, that was 100 equal to Pune. So the main advantage of the tree mapping is, we will, if I want the whole numbers, if no matters what the input what the type of input is given by user, or what numbers were input in what numbers were came as input to the array. When we print an array, when we will print that 100 elements, if I have stored the 100 elements in TreeMap, if the user gives if the user gives 100 elements, then when I print the array, I will get the sorted structure of array. Sorted means it may be decreasing order, it may be increasing order, but compulsorily decreasing order, or but compulsorily increasing order. So this is the main advantage of tree mapping, that we will get an array with a sorted elements, not random access, but with the linked list, or with the hash map, or with the array list, we will get a sorted non-sorted elements of array. Non-sorted elements or non-sorted array, we will get the numbers as we have input in the as we have inputted, or as we have entered in the array. So hashmap and treemap are the next features of collection framework, where arrays are used without deciding the length of the array, or without fixing the size of the array. Any number can be removed, any number can be deleted from the collection framework. There are hash map, linked list, array list, or tree map. Any number can be input at the runtime, and the size of the array is defined at the can be defined at the runtime, or the size of the array can be reduced at the runtime. So basically TreeMap has while using TreeMap, we have to we can enter the number, we can with respect to number. For example, TreeMap can be used, or hash code can be used at the at the as the advantage of, as we have seen while filling the form. If we enter in if we enter the pin code, the city name, the district name, and the state name comes automatically. So here, if in TreeMap we enter the number 91, so we can sorry we if we enter the pin code 411 0 411 0043, so this is a pin code of Dhankaudi, Pune, Maharashtra. So as we have, and as in TreeMap, if we store the number 4110 so we can store the values of that number as Dhankaudi, Pune, Maharashtra. So when the user will ask 411043, so we can so we can give as a so JVM will give as a output at Dhankaudi, Pune, Maharashtra. So this is the advantage of hash map, or tree map. So these all are compared with the respect in hash code. This is compared with respect to hash code of object, or when we compare any object, or when we print any object, so we get an hash code, that package name, class name, and hash code hexadecimal number. So this is the advantage of hash code. In TreeMap also same, we can enter the pin code, we can enter the district no city, district, and state. So with respect to a number, we can store a value, as we can say number may be a key. So with respect to a key, we can store a value of that number with respect to, as we have entered the we can store here the telephonic codes of the countries also, like 91 for India, 01 for US, and so on, as per their codes. So this is the advantage of HashMap and TreeMap in collection framework. This helps to what this helps to here we don't have to introduce the size of the array. We just have to implement the numbers as per our requirement. So this is all about HashMap and TreeMap in collection frameworks and collection frameworks in Java. Thank you.